Here's a clip from the Southwestern Lead app.
Multiple times each day, we ask our friends and they ask us, "How are you?" It's as common as saying hello. We even ask total strangers how they are doing when we go to Starbucks or the mall. Rarely, however, do we answer this question honestly, even when asked by our closest friends and family members. It can feel too personal or awkward to open up about our struggles, so we often simply hope others will pick up on our clues and hint at troubles. There are certainly phrases that we all tend to use when we are really not okay. If we could all learn to listen for these phrases and be more attuned to one another, we might actually be able to help someone who's struggling. Here's some of the most common phrases to look out for. 1. I'm so tired lately. Aren't all young adults tired all the time? What does this really mean? It doesn't mean I'm staying up too late talking to my friends. It means I'm stressed to the max and or worried and anxious to the point that I either don't have time to sleep at all or just can't sleep. As a result, I'm a total mess during the day and can't accomplish the things I need to do. It doesn't just mean I had one bad night of sleep because the dog kept me up. People are notorious for not getting enough sleep to begin with, so add an inability to actually sleep when you try to, and it leads to being dysfunctional. 2. I'm feeling a bit crazed. This phrase offers a glimpse into another person's reality, one in which they feel they have too much on their plate, both emotionally and on their to-do list. For example, you have 2 basketball games this week and are missing classes for the games. You have tests coming up in those classes and you're struggling with your grades. Your dad's on a business trip and your mom is sick. Your little brother broke his arm and the dog peed on your bed. You don't know when you're going to get your homework done and you really want to see your girlfriend too. 3. I'm doing okay. Strangely, when you're actually doing okay, you'd never say these words. Rather, you would say everything is good. These are the words of someone who is going through the motions of doing what they must, but is completely checked out. They might feel like they are trapped just getting through school, dealing with family tensions and social stressors, and they don't feel as if there is an end in sight. They feel defeated and they're just barely hanging on. Because the question has an obvious answer. The other choice is to not be okay, to have turmoil in your life, or worse, choose to take your own life. 4. I'm surviving. This statement is usually followed by laughter, as if to say that it's actually funny that I'm actually surviving. The truth is, when you say this, you don't really feel like you're living. You literally feel like you're just merely surviving. You eat, you drink, you sleep, you show up to school. That's about all you're able to do in survival mode. You're certainly not emotionally well or available for friendships or relationships. 5. I'm a little stressed. When someone admits that they are a little stressed, it's code for, I am so stressed out that it is ridiculous. Nobody just casually offers up that they're a little bit stressed. Most of us are always at least a little bit stressed. We usually are able to cope with and handle a small to moderate amount of stress without it becoming problematic. But when the stress gets too much, that's when we will actually tell others that we are feeling just a wee bit stressed. So why do we use secret code instead of just being honest? Probably because it takes a lot of strength and courage to allow oneself to be vulnerable. When we are feeling our worst is when we lack the very strength we would need. Also, most of us don't really wish to burden others with our own problems. So we drop a hint or two for our troubles and figure they will inquire further if they're actually interested. When you know what phrases to listen for, you can do a better job of figuring out what's really going on with your friends or loved ones. You don't need to pry, but you could definitely reply with an inquiry such as, "Wow, that doesn't sound so good. What's going on?" Or, "Is there anything I can do to help with that?" If someone doesn't want to open up, it doesn't mean they're not in pain or that they don't like or trust you. It simply means they don't want to talk about it. Find ways to help anyway. If you know a friend is having a hard time, take her out for some fun or even just to sit with her. Call her more frequently to check up on her. Believe me, these small gestures rarely go unnoticed. Knowing what to look for and helping others when they're struggling is one of the most loving acts of kindness you can do. This is Nadia, and these are more ways to stay happy, healthy, and terrific.
Southwestern Lead is an international leadership program that helps you build skills, gain confidence, and discover new opportunities. With professional coaching, a world-class digital learning platform, and certifications that will enhance your resume or application, Lead sets you apart. We'll show you how to turn success principles into success habits through small group training, one-on-one coaching, and guided action plans to help you apply what you're learning. It takes more than academics to reach your goals. See what one of America's oldest leadership training programs can do for you. Visit southwesternlead.com.